As you can read by the title, I will be explaining shares versus options contract, right? And I'm gonna do it in a very simple way and very briefly because it's not that hard. I believe it's not that hard, and I'm not gonna deep dive into options, but I will give a little direction. But boom, what are shares? Shares, you own a small piece of that company, right? It's just plain and simple. You own a small piece of that company. If I buy Google, or I'm on SoFi, so if I buy SoFi shares at 1961, I am now a owner of the stock. I'm a technically owner of that company as well, right? Boom. Option contracts are a little different. Option contracts, you're leveraging. You're buying more shares. You're buying shares with an expiration date. So one contract equals up to 100 shares. No matter how you put it, one contract equals up to 100 shares. That's why it's called leverage, because again, that one contract is 100 shares, and those shares move the shares move fast. If you're in the right direction or in the wrong direction, it moves fast. When you when you're day trading, mostly day trading, swing trade, even long term leaps, we use option contracts. It just it moves your money faster, if that makes sense. Boom. Let me see if I can set an example. Set an example. I did have this example up. Boom. You giving the money to the broker or the company, and they're giving you back shares. Don't mind the picture, but it's just the first thing that came up. Boom. And then options contract is basically the same thing, but you're buying a contract with an expiration date. So let me talk about that a little deeper. Boom. Shares also, when you're buying shares, right? Let me see if I can jump on SoFi or jump on Robinhood. Like if you're buying shares, right? It's more stable. Like it's more stable. If the stock moves $1, you're only making maybe what it goes something like, let me see. So okay, say if the stock is $50, right? And you buy 100 shares costing $5,000, right? And the stock goes to 55, which is the stock goes up $5, you're gonna make $500. Boom. That's simple. That's simple. That's simple. That's simple. But on the options side, if you're low, right? Boom. Let me. I'm trying to see how to explain this, right? But I'm flowing. I'm flowing. Boom, right? On the option side, say if the price is what it said right now, right? What it said right now is 1965, and I buy an options contract. I'm buying 100 shares. I'm buying that contract, and I'm looking for fast gains. I'm looking for fast gains. That's really not really all it is, but technically, let me see example. Example. You want So boom, right? Say if I buy a contract, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna just say 1960. Boom, price is 1960. Price moves to $21. So price then moved up $1, right? No, price then moved up $2, right? Boom, your contract will possibly move anywhere from 30, 40, 50% on up, right? And you're making, you will make more faster, but you'll also lose more faster. So if you looking at getting into contracts, contracts, I look at contracts like contracts help you buy more shares faster, and then shares are for long term vision. Shares are here to stay. I heard Aristotle say this. He say he'll never sell his shares, but I talked with Cunningham, and he told me like, nah. Look at Blockbuster. Look at Redbox. Look at Look at all these big old companies, Kmart, Toys R Us. I don't know if they're IPO'd or not, but yeah, that was just an example. But yeah, shares are for long term. So also, let me see. Oh, like once you're buying shares, this green line is the share price, right? Share price, right? 1960. That's the price. That's the market price. That's what SoFi is trading at. Yes, the market is closed. It's Saturday at 9 o'clock. So market is closed, right? So it's not moving. So boom, the price is 1960. We have two things, right? I'm gonna come back to that later. We have two things, well, three things: in the money, at the money, and out the money. In the money, at the money, out the money. So I'm gonna talk about in the money first. So in the money is anything below 1960. Anything below 1960 is in the money because you're buying it at a better average. You're buying it at a price that the stock has already succeeded, right? That's just straight like that. Boom. At the money, I definitely would consider $20 at the money because 1960 is only 40 more cent away from $20. So I can buy at the money. It won't be, it's not necessarily out the money, but it's definitely at the money. Right? Boom. I definitely would consider these two. I definitely, me personally, I definitely would consider 1950 is below 1960, like I said, but it's only a 10 cent away. If it's only 10 cent away. So I definitely would consider these two in the money, but definitely 20 in the 20 at the money or at the money. 1950 and 20 at the money, but 20 definitely for sure at the money. Boom. Let's go. $22 is out the money, right? If I were to acquire this contract, $22 on SoFi, this is out the money, right? Let's say price goes there, we're gonna win. Let's say price doesn't go there before the expiration date, this is the expiration date, February 20th, which is in 6 days. The contract will go to zero. Whatever you put in. So say this is, wow, this is. Am I tweaking? Yeah, this is $5. This is $5. So this contract right now is $5, right? So I would lose all my $5 if that contract doesn't reach 20. So if the price doesn't reach 22 before or the close of February 20th, I would lose all my $5, and I'll be very hurt because I can't buy a biggie bag straight like that, right? Boom. Let's see what else I can talk about. We got expiration dates. Like I said, leaps and swings, day trades or whatnot. Boom. We can day trade. Swings are more so. You can swing 3 days. So boom, you can swing this. The 20th is when? Okay, 20th next Friday, right? So boom, you can swing this. You can buy this on Tuesday because the market closed Monday. So you can buy this on Tuesday, and you can buy this 22, and then wait for it. Friday next Saturday. Oh, I'm tweaking. Hold on. Next Friday. My fault. Next Friday, we can wait for next Friday to hit 22. We can wait for the price to hit 22 on SoFi, right? And then boom, we can consider that a swing. Day trade is buy and sell within the same day. Then we have leaps. This is leaps. I'm just going to the latest. I'm not. I'm gonna go to the. This is almost a year. 335 days, right? This is a leap, long term. 6 months on out. 6 months, really? I want to say 6 to 9, but definitely this is a year. This is a year contract. This is considered a leap. So as you can see, in the money contracts are And I'm looking at it. This is crazy. It's not that much at all. Only 500 for a $20 strike. Boom. I forgot even to tell y'all about this. I'm gonna talk about the X price and the strike price. Then I'm done. Because I'm gonna get better at this. I'm getting better at explaining. That's why I'm making this video. Boom. Right. It's not that long. So boom. So this is Elite. Y'all see we January 15th, 2027. 335 days. Straight like that, right? Boom. We had a strike price, which is what I want the price to go to. What I'm looking for the price to be by that date. You know, even before it gets to this date, yes, we still be up in profit. Yes, but you still want to hold. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm not worried about break even. I'm not worried about delta. I'm not worried about percent change. I'm not worried about change. I'm on to X price, right? This 5.15. It's not $5. This is $500. So if I were to buy, I probably am exposing myself right now. So boom, one contract, right? If I were to buy this contract limit price, I don't buy a limit price. I don't use this at all for day trade. I use this very, very, very first starting off, and won't do it anymore. But if I were to buy, this is $500. It's 500. Oh, here go. It's the cost right here. $515.04, right? Boom. So just always keep that in mind. And we're buying at the X price. Yeah, we're buying at the X price. I just realized this. If you really want to quote unquote day trade or do anything of that nature, whatever, I definitely would say think or swim. But I haven't ventured off and tried too many other crazy brokers like Webull. I tried Webull, but I didn't try Webull, if that makes sense. But I definitely get Webull a shot again. I won't be mad at that. But anyway, I'm yapping off. I really hope I broke that down to y'all. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this video, because I would definitely remake this video in give me 6 weeks. I'm ready for it, but I definitely remake this video. I'm not tweaking. I'm not pressed. Anyway, shares more stable, long term. Options contract more volatile, more leverage. Helps you invest in it. You're investing into the move. You're investing into the move. More leverage, more volatility, more exposure, right? Shares more stable. You're not going to lose as much if you were to buy options contract. Shares we hold for a long time. Option contract helps us buy more shares. That's pretty much all I got. I don't have any more examples. Yeah. I explained very well to my belief. So I'll see y'all on the next one. See y'all tomorrow. You know what's going tomorrow. Don't even look up to see what date it is. Straight like that. Glee.